Libra, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan Hill from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Libra love reading. It's been a minute. We're going to get on with this Libra January 2024 love reading, and today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in January 2024. And I'm going to get three cards to represent your energy in this connection in terms of how it relates to your person and the connection between the two of you. Here in January 2024, I'm going to get three cards for your person and their energy and how it relates to the connection between the two of you. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck here just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So get this black moonstone out of the way and stuff it in my pocket here. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Libra and their romantic person of interest in January 2024, please. Okay, let's get three cards for you, Libra. What is going on with Libra as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them here in January 2024, please? Whoa, hey, calm down. What's going on? Just never mind. I was about to say let's get two more, and here they are. Alright, let's get three cards for your person. What's going on with Libra's romantic person of interest as it relates to Libra and the connection between them? January 2024, please. Let's get one more. What's going on with Libra's romantic person of interest? Really? We're going to take three at one time here, it appears. Okay, thanks. I'm going to read all three of those together. Otherwise, this will turn into way longer of a reading than I want it to be. All right, on the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the King of Cups. This is either Pisces or Scorpio energy. The King of Cups is someone who has a lot of love and emotions. They're very in touch with their emotions, their intuition. Someone who usually doesn't wear their heart on their sleeve, though. They don't always publicly broadcast what they're feeling about something. So this could be a person who's madly in love with you and you don't even know it because they don't express that. This could be a person that's going through some sort of emotional turmoil and you don't really know it because they don't express it. It looks like something like that because right behind that King of Swords, or excuse me, King of Cups, I have the Five of Swords. This is Aquarius energy. This usually represents a conflict of some kind, sometimes a conflict in thinking, sometimes a conflict in communications, like a big fight or an argument, like bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons. And this can be a betrayal of some kind. This, at its core, this is about like a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. Possibly with someone that you have a lot of love for or has a lot of love for you. And then there's something going on here that's painful. At the Empress right behind that, she's the mother of the tarot deck. She's always pregnant, so she's always giving birth to something. So in a love reading, she usually represents the birth of something new going on here, and there's some sort of betrayal or negative situation, fight related to that. Yeah, Ten of Swords looks like the birth of something new brought out an ending here. This is Gemini energy. It's a swift, painful ending. Sometimes it's an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in their back. Sometimes this is an ending that you didn't see coming, hence the swords in the back and not the front. You've just seen it come in there. This is an ending here. Well, nice and cheery beginning here. We might have to come back to that. That's the overall gist of what it looks like this reading is going to probably talk to me about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that affects both of you in some way here in January 2024, Libra. Shared energy between you is the Six of Wands. This is Leo energy. This is usually a card of forward movement and progress and victory. This is a card of recognition. Sometimes that can be a case of like you being recognized for something, or your person being recognized for something, or coming to some sort of a recognition about either this connection or one of you recognizing something about the other. There's some sort of a recognition that happens here, and that allows forward movement to happen. Tell me about this Six of Wands. Why is that shared energy that's affecting Libra and their romantic pursuit of interest? Okay. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually a very grounded, stable, nurturing type of an energy. This would usually be like a mother figure or a wife figure, someone that you would probably build a relationship around, build a stable, like physical, real world situation with, like a stable home, a stable family. A lot of times for me, this will represent like a wife or a person that I would live with or that I would be trying to build my world around. But then I have the Five of Pentacles behind that. This is Taurus energy. Fives are always like conflict and change. This would be a very significant change in the physical world here. This is usually a card of abandonment. It's about being abandoned, about being cast aside, about being like kicked out, left out in the cold. This is a breakup energy here. Four of Wands right behind that, Aries energy. Fours are about stability. This is stability of the home, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you here. And we have some definite instability going on. I have what feels like a wife type of a figure, or at the very least, a very committed to person here. Someone with a lot of love and emotions that may not be expressing exactly how they're feeling about something. Some kind of a betrayal here. It's looking like we got either a marriage or a very significant committed relationship coming apart at the seams right here, and some sort of a recognition about that is what we're looking at. To clarify that Six of Wands, recognition and forward movement, I get the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and the Eight of Pentacles. Two of Cups is Cancer energy. Twos are choices, they're decisions. This is a decision about a love connection. These are like two people that are emotionally connected here. So this is either a decision about the connection itself, like what are we going to do in this connection, and there's still love present, or this could even be a decision between more than one person. Could be that's what's getting recognized here, that wait a minute, we got something else going on here. Hermit right in the center of all of this. This is the Virgo Major Arcana card. This is about withdrawal, isolation. It's about being forced to go inside yourself to do some soul searching, some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. It's taking the light of the star that's in his lantern and shining that guiding light from the universe inside yourself to take a look at some things that might need adjusting internally. A lot of times this card will represent like communication breaking down, communication stopping. If it's not stopped completely, it's probably a lot different than it used to be here. Looks like we got a lot of soul searching going on about the connection itself, probably about this Eight of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is a card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, effort, and energy on something. Notice the Hermit has his back to the work because he's not doing work on anything right now. He's figuring something out, trying to come to some sort of a choice here. That's what it looks like is going on between the two of you. I will come back to this as we move through the reading. This will become a lot more clear what it's really trying to say as I get into your energy, Libra. I'll come back to it again as I go through your person's energy, because then I'll be able to see how it applies to them too. In your energy in this connection, the first card for you is always going to be the most important. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Central to your energy in this connection, 10 of Pentacles. And your final card is the Chariot. Wheel of Fortune is card 10 of the Major Arcana. It rules over the 10s of the other suits. We've already seen this 10 of Swords here, 4 cards deep in the overall energy. Now we've got the 10 of Pentacles out here with it. The Wheel of Fortune can represent the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So a fated event, like something that's supposed to happen, something that's going to happen, and there's not really a lot you can do about it. This can represent a change in the luck and fortunes for you, the luck and fortunes of this connection. This usually represents like the wheel spinning the other way, and if things were going great, then they go to hell in a handbasket suddenly. Now, it can also go the other direction. If things have been going really crappy, this could be the wheel turning the other way and riding the ship, so to speak. But take a look at that. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Why is that the first one actually here for Libra in January 2024? Can't make this shit up. Sometimes I struggle to even accept that I can do this. I have struggled to try and figure out how in the hell tarot even works and what the hell's going on that makes this actually work. And every once in a while I get to that spot in my head where I'm like, no, I can't prove any of this, and I start to doubt it. But then stuff like this happens and it's like, okay, bottom of the deck, we got Four of Swords. This is Libra energy. Again, fours are about stability. Swords are about the thoughts, the conscious mind. This is about stability of the thoughts, stability of the mind, trying to stabilize that. It's about taking a pause, taking a break, taking a rest, like trying to calm your mind down so you can figure out what to do moving forward from here. This is actually the minor arcana version of the Hermit card. Key difference here is like in the Hermit, you don't really choose to do that voluntarily. Something happens and it forces you into Hermit mode to do some soul searching. That usually some big game-changing event happens, like Five of Swords, Ten of Swords could totally do that. Wheel of Fortune could totally do that. This is about like chilling out in your head and calming your mind down and stabilizing your thoughts so you can figure out what to do about this change. Ace of Wands looks like it might be tied to that here. This is a new beginning in passion and desire. It's a passionate new beginning. The wand is the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it represents the male phallus, using it to be intimate, sexual energy, sex. And then Six of Swords. We've already seen the Five of Swords, the mentally and psychologically painful thing, situation or event. Well, this is the next step. This is about moving away from that painful thing, leaving it in the past where it belongs, and moving away from these rough, choppy waters of the past and forward into the future that you actually want. There is an implied choice with this. This is about leaving something painful behind you and moving on. The choice, though, is related to that pain, because you can't change the painful thing. It's already happened at this stage. This is about moving forward into the future. Do I carry the burdens that that painful thing caused me into my future with me and let it continue to weigh me down? Or do I carry forward the lessons that painful thing taught me into my future so something like this doesn't happen again? It's kind of interesting. We're going from the 4 and we're skipping the 5 and going to the 6, and in place of that 5 is this Ace of Wands. It's almost telling me like that's the betrayal element of this. That's the mentally and psychologically painful thing, was caused by someone following their wand and probably not their heart, not their emotions. They probably let passion and desire get the better of them. Now my throat feels like it's shutting down on me. When I clarify this Wheel of Fortune, I get the Ten of Pentacles. That's part of what I was saying. Like you can't make this up. The next card for you is the Ten of Pentacles. I'll clarify that next. But here we are getting reinforced where every possible way you could have something next to that Wheel of Fortune, it's a Ten of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles here and the High Priestess. We've already seen the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck toward the beginning here. I said that usually represents like a wife figure to me. I have the King of Pentacles out here now, which is Virgo or Taurus energy. This would usually represent like a husband figure. Those are the two people that do this Ten of Pentacles thing, which is the combining together of two people or two families and all their assets and their resources to build this stable, abundant, prosperous, happy home life. I mean, this is most people's goal in the physical reality. This is what everyone wants. A lot of times when I see that dynamic here, we're talking about a married couple or two people that were so committed, probably living together or might as well have been married. And there's some sort of a change to this idea of being combined together now. At least it looks like that on your end. Still showing up as like husband energy here. And then I have the High Priestess. This represents the intuition, the unconscious mind. Like the High Priestess sits in front of the veil of consciousness, so she has access to all the information that we don't have access to. She knows everything. She sees everything. She doesn't always tell us everything. So a lot of times she'll represent that there's stuff going on that you don't actually physically know about. You don't have any way to physically know about it. But she clues us in through our intuition, through gut feelings, signs, synchronicities, dreams that have messages in that. This is like that intuitive knowing where you know something is not right here. You know something is changing things. Central to your energy is that 10 of Pentacles again. This is Virgo energy. Again, this is most people's goal in the physical world. This usually represents two people that have combined their lives together here. Feeling strongly like we're talking about married folks. Tell me about this 10 of Pentacles, please. Come here. Man. Yeah. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Seeing a lot of pentacles here, a lot of earth energy, or a lot of physical reality energy here. I've got a little bit of Leo out here, some Cancer, some Virgo, some Virgo, some Virgo, some Virgo, some Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. Got a lot of earth energy out here. I have a little bit of Cancer, a little bit of Pisces, Scorpio, some fire, some Aries, Capricorn, Sag, fixed signs. You could be dealing with any of those signs. Hell, you could be dealing with literally any sign. This is a general collective reading, so it's going to be almost impossible for me to tap into exactly who you are dealing with personally, because I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person here the same way I would if I were doing a personal reading for you. This is like me dialing into a lot of different Libra people all at once. But this Knight of Pentacles energy is the slowest moving knight in the deck. This usually represents very slow forward movement, like very monotonous, like one step at a time. So this usually represents like a frustrating energy where you want something to happen and it's happening at such a slow pace that it might seem like nothing's moving at all. Like this would represent that something is moving. It's just so damn slow you may not be able to tell. What it really feels like it makes more sense as is a person who knows what they're supposed to do but just doesn't do it for some reason. You can see he's holding the Ace of Pentacles in his hand. That is the seed of abundance. And in the background, the fields are completely empty and barren because he hasn't planted the seed yet. He knows he has it. He's holding it. He's looking right at it. He just hasn't got off his ass and done the thing he knows he's supposed to do for some reason. Boom. Queen of Pentacles again. So here I've referenced this whole idea of combined together lives, wife figure, husband figure. I've got them both here again. The only Pentacle court card I don't have yet is the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that Four of Wands in the background again. Aries energy, stability of the home, the family, the connection. There's like someone who knows what they're supposed to do in this stable home family life situation, and they're probably not doing it. There's the World. This is the final card of the major arcana. It represents completions. It represents the ending of one cycle, and then at the same time, the beginning of the next new cycle here. In terms of zodiac signs, it would represent the four fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Oh, man. I have the Magician right behind that. This is the Master Manifester. This is someone who shapes the world around him to be in alignment with what his will desires. This is someone who creates a situation. This could be talking about, I've got the Wheel of Fortune as your first card, the World here. I'm getting ahead of myself, but your person's last card came out as 3. One of those is the World. I hate jumping this far ahead, but another one is the Devil. Whenever I see the World and the Devil together, or the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune, to me that's like the karmic hamster wheel. That's like I'm supposed to learn a lesson from all this, only I don't learn the lesson, and then I repeat it, and then I don't learn the lesson again, and I repeat it, and it's like that little hamster just running and running and running, but not actually getting anywhere because they're just doing the same damn thing over and over again. This is almost like someone keeps creating the same situation over and over again by not doing what they're supposed to do, is what it feels like. I don't know what that means yet, though, but when I clarify this Ten of Pentacles, I get the Empress again, the Ten of Cups, the Devil, and the Hierophant. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, that's like husband, wife, like living together people. I've got the Ten of Pentacles right here twice beside the Wheel of Fortune. I've got the Hierophant now. I've seen the Four of Wands with this Queen of Pentacles twice now. These cards are marriage cards. The Ten of Pentacles would be like, yes, like marriage cards. King and Queen of Pentacles, like marriage cards. I've got that dynamic all over the place here. And in the midst of this, it's so closely tied to the Ten of Pentacles and this combined togetherness here and the change. And then the change is brought about by this birthing of something new. I saw that here too with the King of Cups. Oftentimes this will be a husband type of a figure too, a person that you have a lot of love for, that has a lot of love for you, but then there's a betrayal and a new beginning here, a birthing of something new that causes an ending. And we just saw a completion card here, like an ending to the stability, and based on something that someone created. Oh shit, didn't go far enough down. I have the Six of Cups and the King of Cups. Oh shit, and the Ten of oh my god, there's more here. Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little deeper here. This is a Scorpio energy. It's a card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, the good old days, the way things used to be. This can represent something from the past making a comeback, someone from the past making a comeback. Doesn't necessarily mean someone that they used to be with romantically, although it can mean that. It can just represent someone that's not a brand new person. It's someone that they have some kind of a history with, that they've known for a period of time. It looks like this King of Cups, this either Scorpio, Pisces energy. My throat's shutting down. This is someone who doesn't want to talk about this. They have someone from their past here that they're burdened by. It looks like burdened by a breakup. Still carrying a heavy burden from an abandonment, a breakup. Three of Swords. This would be heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. In other words, not you, Libra, not this person, some other person caused them some sort of a heartbreak, and they're still burdened by that and probably still have their happiness tied to that person somehow. Looks like there may have been there was a severing between them and a swift, painful ending that they probably didn't see coming, and looks like they tried to maintain hope that things could be healed with them. It looks like we got a pretty decent backstory going on with your person and whoever this I put all these upside down, and them manifesting something with this person from their past. This, like I said, is the birth of something new, but it can also be rebirthing something. Like, okay, this didn't work out the first time. Let's birth this over again and see what happens. Got Ten of Cups here. So I've got the Ten of Pentacles both ways. This is most people's goal in love and emotions and relationships. It's the happy fairy tale ending. It's that fairy tale romance that we all want so bad. And it's tied directly to this King of Pentacles, but it's also tied directly, like the thing that separates the goal in the physical and the emotional world. The thing that's in between them is this birthing of something new. And I think that is what changes everything. Got the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is usually heavy toxic energy. It's obsession with something, addiction to something, a feeling of being trapped or controlled by something. Like, I can't escape from this. Like, these are the same two people from the Lovers card, but they're not here because they want to be. They have chains around their neck. They're chained to the podium here. They can't escape. And being in this toxicity changes who they are in some sense. This is usually something painful under the surface for someone that never gets properly addressed and then doesn't get healed because of that. And then it festers up and does things that start to control their life in a sense, start to make them do things they wouldn't otherwise do, like unconscious urges and desires, and not a healthy energy to have here. Sitting right beside the high priestess this is like you being able to intuitively pick up on this. Like, they didn't say anything, you didn't have any actual facts, you could just feel something's off here. And again, like I said, the Hierophant, this is another marriage card. This is a Taurus Major Arcana card. We've seen a lot of fives so far, a lot of conflict. This is the 5 of the Major Arcana. It rules over those 5s and the other 4 suits of the deck. This is commitment. It's taking things to the next level. There's some sort of a toxicity here in the commitment. There's some sort of a toxicity here in this happy fairy tale love connection that we all dream about. That is the negative aspect of the 10 of Cups. Everybody thinks this is all just a good card, and every card has a positive and a negative side. Sometimes we want this happily ever after so badly. Like, we all want to believe that my relationship is this 10 of Cups happily ever after. This is the one for me. This is what I've always dreamed about. We want that so bad that sometimes we delude ourselves and we choose to ignore red flags that are clearly present. This could be like some level of obsession with this idea of happily ever after. It could just mean that we had this happily ever after, this perfect life, until this new thing gets birthed here, and it takes the whole commitment to hell in a handbasket. But this is strongly feeling like there's some toxicity around the connection itself, and you being able to feel that. Final card in your energy, Libra, is the Chariot. This is Cancer's Major Arcana card. This is a card about the will. It's about overcoming the obstacles. It's the fastest energy in the tarot deck. It's about just moving forward past the obstacles, past the challenges, getting by all that stuff just through sheer will alone, and moving forward in success and victory. There is an issue with alignment on this card. In a standard, Rider-Waite tarot deck like this one, the Chariot is pulled by 2 sphinxes. One's black, one is white. One represents the dark side, one represents the light side. We've definitely got the dark side present out here. We have the light side present out here too, but it's about, like, the driver of the Chariot has to be in perfect alignment where both pieces of himself are pulling in the same direction. And if not, the Chariot doesn't really move forward. Or worse yet, if it does move forward, it tears itself in 2 different directions as it moves forward. So it kind of rips itself in half. This could be indicating that you guys were pulling in the different directions. This could be indicating that even with all of this, you still, central to your whole energy is, actually, it's both of these cards. It's the 10 of Cups and the Devil. So this happily ever after idea is strong for you. This could be you having the will to overcome that, the desire to try to overcome that. And this could also be saying, if that's the case, there is a definite choice that has to happen in this connection for you two to move forward. And you may be the one with the willingness to put in the work, and your person may be the one that's not really talking right now and might even feel like they have their back to you right now. Tell me about the Chariot, please, before I step here to leave this final card. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Already seen this. This is Libra energy. This is stabilizing your mind, stabilizing your thinking, taking it chill, like calming down. Sometimes this is telling you, hey, your intuition is trying to tell you what to do, but you're not able to hear it because the chatter in your mind is too much. And this is saying you need to calm down. And when you get your thoughts calm and under control, then you'll understand what to do. Ace of Wands is behind that. That would make it hard to stabilize your thoughts and calm yourself down. If someone has done something in the passion and desire realm of things and started a new beginning in that sense. King of Wands. I've seen 3 different kings now. Actually, with the clarifiers, I've got 4 different kings here. Different elements of your person. It looks like this would be Leo or Sagittarius energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person that knows what he wants. He goes after what he wants. He doesn't take no for an answer. He's also the pinnacle of this wand suit, so the pinnacle of passion and desire and sexual energy. Very driven and motivated person by nature, but also very driven and motivated by passion and desire and sexual energy. Looks like that takes place during 3 of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy of teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value. The King and the Queen of Pentacles do this. What you're building of value here is working toward the 10 of Pentacles. So this is like, this could be a case where they're building something together with you and with someone else, but wands all over this part of it. When I clarify this Chariot, this will to overcome, or pulling in different directions, I get the 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Page of Wands. 2 of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Again, 2s are choices. They're decisions here. This is a choice about 2 physical things. Which one do I want? It's looking at the options, weighing the pros and cons. Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Do I pick this one or that one? I can't have them both, and I have to physically decide, but I'm undecided here. I'm off balance here. My emotions are rough and choppy here. This is a card of stability, but it's more about like trying to maintain your stability or trying to get your stability back once it's been thrown off, once you've lost your balance. That is right beside this birth of something new. In the 10 of Pentacles, it's like we had stability. This new thing popped up and now everything is not stable, and there's a choice here. Can we or can we not overcome this? Should I or should I not continue to put my time, effort, energy, and work into this? It's the decision here. And it's looking strongly like searching your soul gives you some kind of recognition. It could just be that your intuition told you something and you recognized what was going on just based on intuition and gut feelings, and like something feels fishy here. Next clarifier is the Queen of Swords. This is a Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. The reason she holds her hand out is because she's fair. She knows what happened, but she's fair enough that she's going to let someone tell their side of the story. She's like, speak your truth. But if the truth they speak to her doesn't match the truth she knows, she cuts their head off. So this is the I don't take no bullshit queen. It's the off with your head queen. She's about speaking the truth on something. She's about cutting off the thing or the person that's no longer in your best interest anymore. It's like I've got King of Pentacles, like husband, and I've got 10 of Cups, happily ever after, happy fairy tale romance and severing of that. Next, I have King of Swords, which is the counterpart to the Queen of Swords. Now, normally, if you get like King and Queen of Cups, that's a happy, emotionally happy couple. Those are 2 cards that belong together. It usually represents 2 people that make a good match together. We have seen King and Queen of Pentacles out here, but they're never actually on the table at the same time. The Queen of Pentacles is staying in the bottom of the deck. She's not actually coming out onto the table, but I've got King and Queen of Swords, and these are not people that make a good couple. These are people that used to be together. So they typically don't necessarily get along. There was some sort of a severing between these 2. And in this row, I've got that High Priestess, like the intuitive knowing, devil, toxic energy, King of Swords. Like, a lot of times this can feel like someone who is emotionless. Like, they're not emotionless. He has every bit as many emotions as the King of Cups. They're human beings. All human beings have emotions, but this is someone who doesn't want the emotions. This is someone who makes their decisions very analytically, very logically, rationally. This is someone who is interested in the truth and the facts of what's right in front of me, and I'm going to decide based on what I can see and what I can verify, not what I feel. Like, they'll throw emotions out the window so they can feel like cold and calculated, especially when they have some toxicity tied to that kind of an energy here. That toxicity feels like they were hurt by someone else prior to you that left them, made them feel abandoned or not good enough, and like they never got over that. And I don't know if that's causing problems. It strongly feels like they birthed something new with that person. Got the Page of Wands as the final clarifier for you, Libra. This is news and messages and communications about passion and desire. Passionate messages being exchanged. If so, that's in the midst of a commitment, like a marriage, a heavy-duty commitment where we're fully committed to each other. Another meaning to this card is it's the minor arcana version of the Fool. The Fool is about just taking that blind leap of faith and just saying, you know what, screw it. I'm leaping off this cliff and I'm going to figure it out on my way down. Not exactly that energy. This is a much more toned down version of it. This is the person who has the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something that they have passion and desire for. Again, looks like just the way it's laid on the table, walking down a new path away from commitment here. That's your energy in this connection for January 2024, Libra. I'm scoot this over and get some more room so we can take a look at your person's energy. First card is always the most important for them. It's Judgment. Central to their energy is the Two of Wands. And their final card came out as 3 all at one time. We got the World, the Nine of Wands, and the Devil. Judgment is a powerful major arcana card. This is about passing a final verdict and judgment on a situation. This is a final decision. In a relationship reading, this is usually someone making a decision, a final decision about the connection itself. We're calling it either dead and over with, or this can also be a decision about resurrecting something, bringing something back from the grave, bringing it back to life, and then transforming it in a way that it's not the same as it was before. It's entirely possible, based on what I've seen, that could actually be both of those things at the same time. This could be them passing some sort of a judgment on the connection with you, and at the same time trying to resurrect a connection somewhere else. Tell me more about Judgment, please. Why is that in? Yeah, that's what I thought. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Aries energy of stability of the home, stability of the family, stability of the connection. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifesting. This is usually a celebration card, either a celebration of the home and the family, like a wedding or an engagement, or a, like a housewarming party, some kind of celebration like that, baby shower or something like that. It can also just be like the thing that someone's trying to manifest. They're no longer waiting on it. It's actually arrived and it's here in the physical world, and it's time to celebrate its arrival and the stability of it in reality now. This is passing a judgment on the stability of the home and the family and the wife and the marriage is what this looks like. Again, if this is screaming really loud marriage. If it's not, it's people that were very committed. 8 of Swords, Gemini energy of being stuck in their head and grinding on something, on this repeating loop in their mind over and over, where they just can't shut their mind off and they're not sure what to do. And they're feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because of the way they're thinking about something. And that is why they don't do what they're supposed to do. It's why the progress on what they say they're going to do ends up being so slow. It looks like nothing's happening. This can be the person who doesn't do the thing they know they're supposed to. It could also be the person that does the thing they know they're not supposed to do. Like, yeah, I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm doing it anyway. that is somehow related to this judgment, this decision that they make here about ending something or resurrecting something. To clarify that, I get the 10 of Wands, King of Cups again, 3 of Wands, the Lovers. 10 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden that they're carrying. It is a 10. 10s are completions, so this is supposed to be the completion of them carrying the heavy burden. In other words, getting to the spot where they finally lay that burden down and move forward without it. Their burden is directly related to something emotional. The overall energy of the whole reading is the King of Cups. Again, Pisces or Scorpio energy. It's someone that has a lot of love and emotions here, and they're very intuitive, and they don't always tell you what the hell's going on. This would be a person, if they're burdened by something emotionally, they're not broadcasting this. There is definitely soul searching going on their end too, at some point, about what do I do in this connection here, and whether or not to work on it. This burden is part of this devil that showed up on your side. Now, I know that was in your energy, but it's totally possible for this person to have some devil stuff going on, and it shows up over here because it affects you. It's also entirely possible that you have some sort of a devil, I don't know, for lack of a better word, obsessive thing going on with this idea of happily ever after, or possibly even this was a toxic relationship, but you were sweeping pieces of that under the rug because you wanted this to be true. Next for them, I have this 3 of Wands, which is Aries energy. It's the card that comes right before the 4 of Wands. So this is like the thing you want to manifest actually arrives. Well, this is backwards a step. This is waiting on the thing. Like, I already know what I want. I've already chosen the path that gets me to what I want. I've taken the actions to get the thing that I want, and I'm still waiting on it to materialize. I'm still waiting on it to arrive here in the physical reality. This is the beginning stages of manifesting something that they probably weren't talking about. And the Lovers here. This is Gemini's major arcana card. This is a powerful love connection. It's the interconnectedness between people. It feels like your person had someone from their past that they were insanely in love with, and that person abandoned them in some way. And that was probably something that they never truly got over. And then I've seen way too many references to a betrayal and the birth of something new here, and an ending here, and this moving forward and taking actions on love and emotions. This isn't just talking about it. This is doing something about it. And then there's the Hermit. Communication shuts down. Soul searching. 9 of Swords. Fear, worry, anxiety, stress, mental anguish. A lot of times I see somebody go silent and get into this fear mode because I just did something that I shouldn't have done, and now I got to keep that hush hush, and I'm afraid it's going to come out, and I'm stressing out about that. This could be, I made a decision, and now I'm worried about your judgment against me, and I'm burdened by all this and mentally stressing and freaking out. And I'm in emotional turmoil about it, and I'm just waiting on the stuff about the lover to come out. Could be that. Yeah, we got the 3 of Cups as the next card down in this overall energy. Sometimes that's Cancer energy of like reconciliation, being reunited and celebrating. Sometimes this is energy of a third-party love thing because we got 3 cups of love in the picture here. Next card is the 4 of Cups. There's still those 3 cups there and daydreaming about the thing that would make me happy. This could also be, in terms of your energy, 3 cups are here now and I'm not happy with that, and I can't get the fact that you brought this other cup in out of my mind. Yeah, there's definitely options and choices here, which we've seen choice over and over again, decision again here. This is confusion about what to do, like confusion about the options, like which one do I pick? I don't want to pick the wrong thing. Husband again. Five of Cups. Again with the fives. This is loss. This is like emotional loss. This is sadness and remorse and regrets about the past. Like the 3 cups have been spilled here. There's still 2 cups in the background. These 2 cups that are here in the shared energy. There's still a connection here. This could be for you. Still feel a connection to them. Still have all this love and emotions for them. Still view them as husband. Still could want really, really, really badly this happily ever after and marriage and commitment to come back. But it's not back here. It doesn't look like. This could be the loss of that for you, and you still feeling the connection. This could be like they've devastated everything and they still have a connection with you. But just like I said, this can represent the 2 cups I have to choose between. And it looks like they made their choice. 8 of Cups. This is Pisces energy of like not being fully happy. So I'm walking away to see if the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. I'm making that difficult choice to walk away from what I have to go in search of my 9th and my 10th cup, the thing that I believe would be my personal happiness, the thing that I believe would be my happily ever after. And that looks like it leads to that teamwork and collaboration that we saw in the other 3 of Pentacles card, going down to just one person building everything by themselves. There's the 6 of Swords, again, that walking away, the leaving it behind, moving away from the past and forward towards something else. And then there's the Hanged Man. Stop, like full stop, progress halted, no forward movement happening. That was pretty deep down in there. Central to your person's energy, Libra, is 2 of Wands. This is more Aries energy. And this, again, is a choice. It's a fork in the road. It's a crossroads in their life, a crossroads in this relationship. This is the decision point about which of these 2 paths leads me to the world that I want for myself, and which path do I have to leave behind in order to get there. Your person's got the 4 of Wands already, but then after that we see the 3 of Wands, and then after that we see the 2 of Wands, and it's like regressing for them. They're going backwards. Why is the 2 of Wands central Libra's person's energy, please? Four of Swords, Libra energy. Again, this is stability of the thoughts, stabilizing the mind, stabilizing the thinking, calming down, like taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Moving forward, 6 of Swords. That's twice I've seen these cards in this order, but the last time I saw that, we had the Ace of Wands between it, that passionate new beginning, which again would be going from the 4 to the 3 to the 2 to the 1, completing that backwardsness here. I don't know that at this stage that occurred yet, but it's definitely in the thought process here. This is leaving something behind. Sometimes the woman and the child in the boat can represent carrying a burden forward with you. And their first clarifier is that 10 of Wands burden and the decision that they've made here. Justice. This is the Libra Major Arcana card. It's about doing the right, fair, just thing. The sword in this card is used to cut away the thing that's not in balance, so balance gets restored, and then the right, fair, just thing happens. Just the fact that it's here, though, tells me something unfair and unjust is going on, or there would be no need to sever that thing and rebalance the situation. I felt that from the Chariot, that something was misaligned there. There's not pulling in the same direction. And this looks like I'm figuring out what's best for me, and I'm sneaking off, and yeah, it's not fair, but it has to be done. When I clarify this 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Anytime I am clarifying card and I get the same card in the clarifiers, it's the universe like, dude, I done told you, decision point. what is it that I really want from my life, and which of these two paths gets me what I really want, and which one do I have to leave behind. And the very first clarifier, Seven of Pentacles, Taurus energy, this is a period of time where they are like pausing to reflect and take stock of this relationship, take stock of this whole situation. This is about trying to decide, is this ever going to turn into the Ten of Pentacles that I want? Which is very odd, because central to your energy, Ten of Pentacles, your very first clarifier, Ten of Pentacles. Like, is this going to turn into what I want, or do I continue like putting my time, effort, and energy into this, or do I put it somewhere different? Do I cut this off and move forward without it? Cut my losses and move on? This is that period of time where they're reflecting on that kind of stuff, and that's directly sitting beside this heavy burden that they're carrying. Nine of Pentacles. It's like we're skipping over the 8 here. This is singles energy. This is a step backwards from the Ten of Pentacles that's all over your energy. This is not being combined together. This is independent energy. This is self-sufficient. This is, I don't need anyone to physically or financially take care of me. I can do this physical world stuff just fine on my own. Doesn't mean they want to be single. Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes this is a case of a person who wants to be single. They don't want to continue putting in the time, effort, and energy on this. They feel burdened by that. This could be a person who wants to be single and has very strong feelings about that and just doesn't express it. This could be a person who is in a loving, committed relationship and presents themselves as if they are single when they're not. That could very well be the case. I have the Three of Cups next. Like I said, this is either reconciliation. I don't see someone being at that crossroads of, do I want this or not, and spending all this time contemplating, should I continue doing this or not, and then having strong feelings about being independent and by myself, and then wanting to reconcile immediately. This looks more like Third Cup of Love in the picture here. And it's also right beside another 3, that 3 of Wands. Like I'm waiting on, like I said here, I'm waiting on the stuff about the lover to come out, you know, and then here we are like waiting on the Third Cup of Love to come out, or waiting on that person in particular. And then there's that 2 of Wands. Again, fork in the road, decision point. Which path leads me to the world that I want, and which path do I leave behind? It's facing the Lovers. This strongly feels like this is a person who has someone from their past that they are still attached to, probably not in a healthy way. This is a facade. It's an illusion. It's like look at the way the devil is always presented in like movies and television shows. Like, what's that show, Lucifer on Netflix? Like, he's a pretty good looking dude, you know, dresses nice, like very snazzy. This is someone who is like made this thing out to be something different than what it actually is. And like they have the rose colored glasses on, is what that feels like to me. Got themselves married to an idea that's not exactly real. And probably just can't tell that. Their final card here, like I said, is 3, the World, the 9 of Wands, and the Devil. The World is the ending of a cycle. At the same time, the beginning of a new cycle. But there's just like, this 9 of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It represents a wall. It's usually a self like protection mechanism, you know. It's like I build this wall around myself so I don't get hurt, because I don't want to get hurt again. I'm trying to heal so I can move forward, and this is my defense mechanism, my way to protect myself. Sometimes that could just be a barrier that a person puts in their own way, because like that wall doesn't really protect him. It's just some sticks in the ground. If I wanted to get through that and get to him, he has no chance. I'm getting through that, no problem. So the walls that we build normally don't really protect us. They're just like that security blanket, like that false sense of security. And really, it's just more of a cage that keeps you trapped and away from the thing that you do want. And that being in the center of like what I usually refer to as the karmic hamster wheel. It's like they get in their own way because they're still stuck on trying to repeat something that isn't what they should have been in to begin with. There was a lesson they were supposed to learn from that, but they didn't learn the lesson. They're still looking at it like that's real, and that's part of what's in their way. I think, yes, they got hurt in that situation, but I don't think their wall is helpful here. Tell me about this world, 9 of Wands, devil. I was thought here, the Libra person would January 2024. Let's get one more, please. What was that? The hell was that? 2. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. This is the first card of the Major Arcana, card 0. It's the first card of the entire tarot deck. It is a new beginning. This World card is the ending. Notice the Fool is present in the center of that. This is the ending, and at the same time, the beginning of the next cycle starting back over at the Fool. This is a complete cycle for their person. Something that's over, they're starting back over again, trying to do it again. Yeah, trying to build something together with someone again. Teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals. Notice though, it's a 3. Ace of Wands. This is someone who just throws caution to the wind. This is, I'm going to jump off this cliff and I'll worry about how to grow wings on my way down. I'll figure this out as I go. Sometimes that's like taking unnecessary risks, like risky behavior, taking risks outside of the connection, displaying foolish behavior, especially if I'm already committed with someone and we're working together and building something together, and then I follow my wand and do some stuff I shouldn't do. That's not a good look, homie. When I clarify this mess, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Had 2 pages here. I just got done saying not a good look, homie, and I got 2 not fully developed energies. The lowest of the core cards, the not fully developed, not fully matured energies. Page of Swords is communication. It's news and messages. It's also, though, an energy of someone who, if they are communicating, it's probably premature, poorly thought out. It's also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, trying to figure something out. Notice they're looking to their past. What they're looking at here as it lays on the table, what they're trying to figure out is this thing they're contemplating on. What do I do here? Should I continue investing or not? And feeling the burden of all this when they think about that kind of stuff. Next, I have this Knight of Wands. This is a very fast energy. This is like rushing forward, taking some rapid, passionate action on something there's a lot of passion and desire for. A lot of times this gets called the player of the tarot deck. It's that wishy-washy bullshit energy, in and out, back and forth. Can't make up my mind, can't stay fully committed to what I say I want. One minute I'm gung-ho about it, the next minute I pull back and go a different way. This can also be a player in the sense of it's someone who comes rushing in and tells you whatever you want to hear so they can get what they want, and then they turn around and go somewhere else and do the same bit there and tell them what they want to hear so they can get what they want, and they go back and forth. This really feels more like non-committal energy in that sense of, I said I wanted this, but now something else has come up and I'm going a different direction. Now I want to be single because I still have these unresolved feelings for somebody else, is what this feels like. That's okay. I can understand this dynamic if this is like a new person that you just started dating not too terribly long ago. But if like this has had marriage all over it, granted that was mostly on your side, and I do have Devil 10 of Cups in the middle, so this could be a thing where you got attached to them really fast and started thinking that that's where this is going to go. We're going to combine our lives together and be married and have this committed awesomeness, but there's something that wasn't right here, and it could be that they have this other person that they went through a breakup with and they're still stuck on, and how this person has popped back into the equation in some way, shape, or form, and now they're going that direction. If this has been like a long-term marriage where you've been married for years to this person, like, this is very odd to me that I would abandon long-term marriage to go back to someone I used to date once upon a time. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But then again, I don't think like this, so a lot of this shit doesn't make a lot of sense to me in that way. Next card, we got the Page of Pentacles, news, messages, communications about some physical, tangible opportunity presenting itself to the player energy, this non-committal energy, this person who's walled off from learning the lesson of this thing in the past and probably going to repeat it. That Page of Pentacles, that physical opportunity presenting itself, is related to a third cup of love and waiting on that opportunity. And now boom, the message comes in and I'm instantly like a bat out of hell going down that path. Five of Wands. Leo energy. Fives again are conflict. We've seen Five of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Hierophant. Got conflict all over the place. Just like I said for the Chariot, I said that this can be like things not being fully aligned, not in alignment to where everything's pulling in the same direction. This would be an internal conflict. This would be a piece of your person wants this one thing and another piece of them wants this other thing, and I can't have both, and now I'm internally conflicted about which one, and I'm playing this internal tug of war battle in terms of what is it that I really want. Now, this could also be an internal conflict between the two of you where I want to pull away from you and you won't let me pull away from you, and now we're pulling in opposite directions. It could be something like that. It could be a fight. I did see, Five of Swords right here, but this is feeling more like betrayal than fight. This is feeling like they have some sort of an internal conflict, but it's weird. I've got two cards facing the past, one card facing the future, and this internal conflict. And their central column begins with and ends with that decision point. Which of these two paths? And in the center of their energy, like I said, in the center of your energy, the Ten of Cups, the Devil. And in the center of their energy, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Cups. This is single energy, and this is third cup of love energy. And the whole rest of this column is choice, contemplate to make the choice, and here is the final choice, the judgment being passed. I think your person decided to just, okay, I'm out, see you. They probably did it pretty quickly, pretty spontaneous, abrupt feeling, very fast. Looks like they went from talking about it to doing it like pretty quick. Doesn't really feel very good over here. Now, if you still have questions about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Libra love readings that can give you more insight, more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.